Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Ian. I am Ian the Reader, and today I have episode 3 of What's Up Wednesdays, my weekly updates. So I'm in a new location again. I'm just moving all over my house apparently. My office in the garage is just too hot. I don't know if you've ever been to Texas, but Texas is miserable in the summer, and so I've temporarily moved into my daughter's nursery, which if I was to be sitting over there, you would see a crib and all that fun stuff. But I'm sitting in the corner by the window. It's very nice and air-conditioned in here, so I'm very happy about that. But we're gonna go ahead and talk today about the books that I have been reading, the books that I have been finishing, and the books that I have acquired. So before we get into all that though, it would mean the world to me if you would like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and I would love it if you stuck around. So first, let's go ahead and talk about what I finished last week. So I had a pretty productive reading week, to be honest. I finished the 2 audiobooks that I was working on. Those were Hounded by Kevin Hearn and The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. I really enjoyed both of those. The Silkworm was a reread for me. I'm going through the Cormoran Strike books again, trying to just get caught up on those once more now that the 6th book is coming out in August, I think. And I enjoyed my reread a lot. Not as good as the first one, but still really enjoyable. I just love Robin and Strike, and this was a really interesting mystery revolving around the disappearance of an author and a strange and controversial book that he wrote shortly before his disappearance. And it was a good one. I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star reread for me. And then as far as Hounded goes by Kevin Hearn, I enjoyed this casually. I think kind of in the same way and in the same manner that I enjoyed the first Dresden Files book the first time that I read it. It was nothing like mind-blowing, but it was a good time. It was a casual good time with some interesting characters, some snappy dialogue that I enjoyed, and I'm eager to continue on with the series. I'm not like super invested yet, but I can see myself getting invested in this urban fantasy series at some point in the future. And then lastly, I did also finish Sphere by Michael Crichton. This was my first ever Michael Crichton book. It is being featured in an upcoming reading vlog, so I'm going to save most of my thoughts, but I did enjoy this book. It went in a lot of directions that I did not see coming, and I'm very eager to pick up more Michael Crichton in the future. So if you are a Michael Crichton fan, please leave me a comment in the section down below so that I can know where to go next. I'm thinking Jurassic Park just because, that makes sense. But I'm eager to try more of his stuff for sure. I also did finish the first volume of Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I really enjoyed this first volume. I thought about reviewing each of them individually on Goodreads, but I'm just going to go ahead and review the 3 volumes combined just because I feel like the story doesn't really stand alone. It's like, just part 1 of the overall story of Uzumaki. So I really enjoyed volume 1, and I am already working on volume 2. This will lead us into my next question: what am I currently reading? I am reading volume 2 of Uzumaki. I'm about halfway through. I would have finished this, but I just haven't had a lot of time, and so I'm planning on finishing volume 2 and 3 this week. Very excited about that. And then let's go ahead and do my update for Ordinary Monsters, which I've been working on forever. So I have made more progress on this book. It comes out next Tuesday, so I do really need to, work on this to finish it. I'm hoping to finish it by release date so I can post a review on Goodreads and Instagram on publication date, and then do a video review the following Monday. But I am this far. I am on page 246 of like 616. So things are definitely improving. I am more invested in the story now. It did take about 100 pages to really get me hooked on it, but I'm really enjoying myself, and I will definitely be finishing this hopefully by the next weekly update. That is the goal for sure. I'm also working on 2 audiobooks. I'm about halfway through Voice of War by Zack Argyle. I've been wanting to read this self-published novel for quite some time, and I finally decided to pick it up, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I did put it on pause though because I ended up joining a buddy read with 2 other people on the Wizardly Duo Discord, which I'll leave a link to down below. But we are all interested in reading this book this month, and they are just getting started, so I'm going to pause until they've had a chance to catch up to where I'm at, which is again about the 40% mark. And once they've gotten to that point, then I will continue listening to this. So hopefully this week, maybe next week, I'm not really sure. Depends on how fast they get caught up with me. And then the other audiobook that I'm listening to is Hyperion by Dan Simmons. I just started this, this morning, and it's definitely one that's going to take a little bit more of a focused attention from me. Typically, I can do other stuff while I'm listening to audiobooks, but this might be a book that I need to do immersive listening. When you listen to the audiobook and read the physical book. We'll see, just because it definitely is a little bit more dense and a bit more of a hard sci-fi, and I really want to pay attention and get all the details from this book. So we'll see how much progress I make on that over the next week. Oh, and then I did also start Career of Evil, the 3rd book in the Cormoran Strike series, just because it's my casual audiobook right now, because Hyperion's going to take more attention, and I've paused Voice of War, so Career of Evil is just my backup book for when I'm doing work and stuff like that. So definitely enjoying that one so far as well. But those are all the books that I'm currently reading. I did receive some book mail this week, so let's answer question number 3. What book have I recently acquired? That book is The Ballad of Perilous Graves by Alex Jennings. This is going to be featured in a book haul pretty soon as well, but I did want to mention it here because I got it in the mail this week and I'm super excited about it. This was sent to me by Orbit Books, or actually Red Hook. I guess that's like an offshoot of Orbit, but my contact is with Orbit and she sent me this. This is an upcoming fantasy debut set in an alternate New Orleans and is filled with music and magic. It's a place of sky trolleys and dead cabs where haints dance the night away and wise women help keep the order. To those from away, Nola might seem strange. To Perilous Graves, it's simply home. So that sounds really interesting and very magical and just mysterious and full of life, and I'm super excited to get into this book, hopefully in June. But that is my weekly update. Let me know in the comments what you are currently reading or if you finished any books in the last few days of May. Super excited for my month of reading in June. Stay tuned for my Friday video, which is going to be my May wrap-up and my June TBR. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!